Okay, welcome back everybody. For a kind of like along the religious twist type thing and something based out of a book, like the last two were, well, here's the next movie, A River Runs Through It. This, of course, was released back in 1992, and this is another, Brad Pitt movie. Craig Sheffer is the star of this movie, and Brad Pitt actually, serves as, as Craig's younger brother, Paul. And, of course, Tom Skerritt is in this movie as their dad. Tom Skerritt is actually, his character in this movie is the pastor of a Presbyterian church. And the boys are called PKs, or preacher's kids. And it's actually, it's a good movie about, these two brothers and, like, the relationship between the two of them and everything. And, being that, I'm, like, the older of the two children in my family, I kind of relate a lot to the young Norman. This is actually based on a book also called A River Runs Through It. Norman Maclean was a real person, and Robert Redford actually directed this movie, and I really highly recommend it because Robert Redford actually worked out the script with Norman Maclean before he passed away. He did die back in 1992 before they actually started shooting this, which is kind of the sad thing, or right about the time, like, either they started it or finished it or something. But the real Norman Maclean, this movie is actually based on this guy's life and his relationship with his brother and everything. It's about fly fishing, and I tell you, my dad loves this movie, and it's talking about, feeding people and, learning to be out in nature and enjoying that kind of stuff. My dad's dad, my paternal grandfather, God rest his soul, used to love to go fishing. I always joke that if my grandfather had had his way, my mother would have gave birth to me near a lake, and then Grandpa would have just wrapped me up in an old t-shirt and gave me a fishing pole and said, "Here, kid, go fishing." But, yeah, I really do recommend A River Runs Through It. It's actually one of Brad Pitt's better movies that he made back in the early 1990s. So if you want to watch a good not early Brad Pitt flick, but a 1990s flick where he actually was making halfway decent movies, I do recommend getting this movie. Now, hang on, I've got another 1990s flick I'm going to review, and it has nothing to do with Brad Pitt, alright? So hang on, okay?